everybody, welcome back to the channel. Once again, my name is Brandon. I'm an acting and stage performance coach, and today I'm checking out Chinchilla again. Thankfully, getting back to some more of her music. Love her to death. Honestly, one of my, especially vibe-wise, one of my favorite female artists of the current generation. She's incredible. First got introduced to her through Ren. I think Chalk Outlines was the first one I heard, but she sang, I think it was Forgot How to Be Me with him as well. And caught a couple of her songs along the way, but I'm excited about this one. It's only been out for a couple of weeks, maybe. Yeah, it's only been out for, as I see, this is premiered July 17th, so not long at all. This one is called Avoidance. It's a new single, just dropped on streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, different places. I'm going to leave links in the description where you can go and check it out. Follow her if you're on any of those platforms. Follow her as an artist, download her music, all of that kind of stuff really does help in this modern streaming era to support the artists that we love. And Chinchilla is one of those that I really feel like is a truly special talent and deserves the support. I'm wanting to check out a few more of hers, but I'm having a hard time finding videos or live performances. And you know, I'm not too big on just lyric videos, or it's just not what I do. I don't have a lot to work with to be able to offer you some value that way. But if you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon to get notified every time I upload a video. Check the description for the Patreon link where you'll find this video, a ton of other content available as well. They have a Patreon shop now, so if there's specific videos or playlists that I've uploaded on the Patreon that haven't made it to YouTube yet that you want to check out, or maybe I had to edit them down for YouTube and you want to see them unedited and raw over there without worry about copyright, you can check them out in the Patreon shop. If you don't want to subscribe, that way you can get access to the videos you want to see without having a recurring payment. I know that's important to a lot of people, including myself, but for now, at the moment, I think I've gotten all the boilerplate businessy stuff out of the way. We're looking at Chinchilla, Avoidance, new track, new single, music video. She looks incredible, by the way. I'm looking at the first frame. She looks great. Let's just jump into this and see what she has in store for us today. I'm actually pretty excited. Very dramatic. The lighting's great.
You sent me a message, just leave me alone. Now I'm shaking head to toe.
Interesting to have the 4x3 frame.
I'd rather the silence. I don't wanna know. I know it's delusional.
Oh, that's relatable as hell.
But I don't have the strength to let you go. It's not that I don't love you. In fact, it's the opposite. I get anxious when you call. I'm so scared to message you in case you're with some lucky bitch.
Wow.
So I leave it all. You want closure, I avoid it, and it must be so annoying.
Nice.
I just can't imagine that you're gone.
Hyper relatable, lyrically incredibly deep, exploring some really interesting and touchy subjects, areas. The idea of knowing that something's not right, knowing that it's bad, knowing that you're not seeing it clearly, but somewhere also knowing that you're not seeing it clearly because you don't want to. That's legitimate and it's real, and it's something that people experience, that I've experienced all the time. I don't experience it all the time anymore, thankfully. It's not the healthiest thing, but it is a legitimate place to be. It's not a position or perspective to be shamed or belittled for. It is a function of survival, and it's a function of human need, and can be the product of a great many different triggers or different things that might put you in that place. But the point is that it's a legitimate emotion. It's a real place, and she's treating it with reverence and respect. She's not dismissing it. She's not painting herself as crazy or undeserving or as a victim. She's expressing this position as a state of being that is very human, and it's very real and raw. And while I wouldn't go as far as to say that the way she's presenting it gives permission for people to accept being in this place, I think it does give people, if you're an audience member, if you're a fan and you're watching this, you're hearing these lyrics and you can relate to it, it might give you permission to accept the duality of the situation and to simply not shame yourself for it. Certainly growth would be great, and it's not a fun place to be. It's not a healthy place to be. I don't think she's glamorizing it, but it does seem to be painting it as, like I said, legitimate. It's valid, and it doesn't make you unworthy. It doesn't make you flake or crazy. It just makes you human, and she's painting that really beautifully because she is obviously beautiful and confident. She's talented, and she's not treating herself with violence or with any kind of rebuke. This video is almost gentle the way she's floating down. She's still falling. We don't want to be falling like that. We don't want to be getting sucked down into the abyss, but it's not viscerally painful as a punishment. She's simply expressing the intent, expressing the situation and the position that she's in, the state of emotion that she's in, as a genuine, real, and relatable human experience. And that's, maybe I'm getting too deep with it, but that's what it feels like to me. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. Besides, also, do you really hearing her vibrato, how sort of fluttery it was, almost like when audio is getting broken by the wind or but you know what I mean? It kind of had that choppy feel to it that is natural, but just a little bit chaotic, a little bit stressed, which I think was really a beautiful choice.
I'd rather avoidance than live in the know. I'm not trying to long it out. I hold on to items and hold on to hope.
Love how she's hitting her consonants.
I can't bear to live without. As long as I don't contact you, then I don't pull you down. It's not that I don't love you. In fact, it's the opposite. I get so anxious when you call. I'm so scared to message you in case you're with some lucky bitch. So I leave it all. You want closure, I avoid it, and it must be so annoying. I just can't imagine that you're gone. And I'm not trying to make it harder. I just never dealt with so much love, and I don't know what to do with it all. Cause no one else will ever be enough to let you go. And it must be so annoying, I know. I just can't imagine that you're gone.
Got the kick drum coming in, the rainstorm lighting. Because the longer you're down there, got chills, guys. The pain on her face when she landed, and she just lays there. I think the build in that as it went on, and you had those really big high notes that were a peak behind the calm, collected curtain of, I know it's not right, but it's, you know, it's what I choose to be. It's how I choose to be right now. I'm not going to call it. And it came right after the lines where she said something about how if she doesn't message him or her, that she can't drag that person down with her. So there's some semblance of care and love there, knowing that you're not in a good place, not wanting to pull somebody else into that with you, but not being willing to walk out of it yourself. And it was just shortly after that the camera work, well, the camera work didn't really change, but her body language and the movement got a little more chaotic. The storm started, the rain started falling, there was lightning, and she began to momentarily, every so often, look more pained. And to me, this is just me. This is just what it said to me. You know, somebody else could get something else. She may have directly said something that's going to contradict this. But for me, all of those things she's saying, culminating in the, I'm not going to text you, I'm not going to message you because that would just drag you down here with me, is pushing her closer and closer to having to carry consciously at the front of her mind that she's not in a good place, that this isn't real, that she's only hurting herself. And the closer you get to that, and the further away you get from the object of that kind of obsession, the more painful, the more chaotic, the more viscerally you will fight against you in those moments. And the more you struggle to stay in that place, the more it'll hurt. The ironic thing is, the more you struggle to get out of that place, the more it will hurt as well. I think the key to finding a way through those moments is the thing that I think she's trying to communicate, which is to give yourself some grace. Allow yourself to feel the things you're feeling, but with that conscious awareness that it is not a good place. Don't hurt other people in that. Don't hurt the object. Don't hurt the other people that they're seeing or interested in, your friends, your family. Recognize the unhealthy parts of where you're at. But don't shame yourself or punish yourself or belittle yourself for needing to be there for however long. Just don't get lost there. When you hit the ground like she did at the end, you have two choices. You can either lay there or you can get up and start walking back out of that place. I might be reading too much into it, but there's so much going on behind her voice. It's so passionate. There's so many layers to it. And it's just what it makes me feel. It's like looking at a fine art painting and experiencing things that don't seem to be communicated on the surface of the painting, but they're in there. They're in the layers, they're in the brushwork, they're in the colors or the shadows or the texture, composition. And it evokes things that don't seem obviously related to the painting if you just look at it like a pretty picture. Her voice is incredible. This was great. I really enjoyed this.